On first down, Wilson. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Got it. Gun. 14. 14. Run it. Reload.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Check 50. Fair. Let's go 14. Run it. Well. Hey.
Now Wilson on first down. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Run it.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shotgun. 14. Gun.
Wilson going to throw again. Baldwin showing the finesse. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
14. 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
18. 18. 4 down. Check. There. 18. 18. Hey, over here. Reload. Hey.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Bang out. Bam. 18. Shotgun.
Now Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Lucky 56.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
Watching that, Barney.
Throwing on first down is Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Thomas has got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
14. Let's go, 14. Switch. Bang out. Bam. 12. Alert 3.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
14. 18.
On first down, Wilson. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Wilson on the keeper. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
There. 19. There.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wilson on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Let's go 14. Let's go 14. Let's go 14. 19.
Wilson will throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Gotta go.
On first and goal, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run with Abdullah, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on second and goal. They give it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bills are in for 6. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing on first down. Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught, it's Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
One left. Tempo. Got it. 14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
19.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
14. There. Let's go, 14.
To throw again is Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Gotta go. Run it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A final shot before half for Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen, a final shot before break. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. This will be taken short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes it to Bryant. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 81 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
14, 14. Got it. Shotgun. Hey, over here. Hey, easy. Check 51.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it. Past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun. 12. Bang out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen. And he finds Cook. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now the toss is to McCoy running right. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, here's Allen. And incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Throwing is Allen on third. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, Wilson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Demaryius Thomas. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Demaryius Thomas, 88 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Allen throwing on second down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From midfield, here's Allen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now Allen, got to have this one. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougall. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his foot